Hi, welcome to our 60-minute power flow. Today's going to be a full body power flow. All that you need with you is a block or a thick sturdy book, and then a water bottle is always recommended just for like life in general, but particularly for a class this long. We're going to be starting on our back body. So soles of the feet press into the mat, finding yourself in a reclined position. Then lift right leg to the sky, bend your right knee, right ankle rests over left knee for a reclined figure 4. Gently pressing your right knee away from your body. Then if it feels good, you can take both hands, maybe clasping them behind your left thigh, gently pulling those legs towards your chest, just increasing the sensation a little bit. If that doesn't feel good, you can plant your left foot back on the mat. Taking these first few moments here just to notice the natural rhythm of your breath, giving yourself permission to just focus on your time on the mat. Nothing else you need to be doing, nothing else you need to be worrying about right now. Just fully showing up for yourself. After this, you can go do all the other things. Not rushing your breath. Use your next exhale to plant your foot back to the mat. Right foot back to the mat. Left foot extends long. Bend the left knee, reclined figure 4 on the other side. Maybe gently pulling those legs towards your body or leaving your right foot planted on the mat, whatever serves your body better. Continuing to engage that left knee so it's not falling in towards your chest. Noticing that engagement. Next, exhale, gently releasing. Soles of the feet can come back to the mat, and then lifting yourself to a comfortable seated position. Easy seat, right foot in front of left. Hands can start on the knees, and then inhale, lift your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, plant your right hand outside of right hip, left arm reaches overhead. Inhale to center. Exhale, side stretch to the other side. We'll go with that rhythm for a little bit here. Inhale to center. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, creating space between those ribs. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, stretching to the side once more. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale back to center, shifting which leg is in front. This time left comes in front of right. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, twist towards the right. So left hand outside of right knee. Inhale to center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Keep the spine long. Inhale, back to the middle. Exhale, twisting to the left. Once more, inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Then rolling over your ankles, make your way to a tabletop position. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine, tuck that pelvis in. Inhale, belly drops, hips lift. Exhale, round the spine, tuck your chin. Go through about 3 more rounds at your pace of breath. It can sometimes be intimidating in yoga as the teacher's prompting different breathing and trying to remember where to move your body, what breath you should be on. But just giving yourself permission here to flow with your rhythm of breath And know that if it's not exactly matching mine, that's okay. As long as you're breathing, you're still doing great. Pause in a neutral position here. And then inhale, shifting your weight towards your left knee. Lift that right knee up and then gently tap back to the mat. We'll do a few glute kicks here. You can move with your pace of breath, maybe a little quicker. We'll be here for a count of 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to neutral, then other side. Noticing with those kicks, keeping that glute engaged, but is your belly starting to drop when you kick? Can you engage your core a little bit more to avoid that? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walking your hands forward about a handprint, then tuck your toes, gently lift your hips to plank. First here, maybe rocking forward on your toes, pressing the heels back. Shift your weight forward, shift the heels back. Then bringing your right hand under your face, basically. Shift so that you're on the blade edge of your feet. Feet can stack here or be staggered. Right arm reach overhead, hips reach to the sky. Inhale, lift those fingertips. Option to stay here or thread the needle. Bring that right arm under your body and extend it tall. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wherever you are, reaching your fingertips towards the sky, hips lift just a little more, and then return to plank position. Coming to our other side, move your left hand in under your face, shifting right arm, left arm to the sky. Am I backwards? No, I'm good. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale to thread the needle. Don't you hate when yoga teachers are thinking while you're in a position that is not comfortable to hold? We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing at the top. Lifting the hips a little more, fingertips reach. Then return to plank position. Inhale here. Exhale, hips up and back, pressing your heels towards the mat. Taking a few moments here, maybe to walk out your dog. Maybe a few shoulder dips feels good in your body. Just sinking into this down dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, sit bones press back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, release the neck. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up, flowing with your breath. Exhale, fold through. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reach to the sky, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to plank on the toes or plank on the knees. Inhale here, puff up the back of your heart. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale for locust, squeeze the back body. Exhale, press up to plank on the knees. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway down for a chaturanga push-up. Inhale to extend. Exhale to lower. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, you press up. Exhale, keep those elbows tucked in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Tuck your toes. Lift the hips for downward facing dog. Option to stay here, or inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. We'll be here for 5 rounds of breath. You're welcome to go through those plank rocks, or just staying in down dog, or tabletop, or child's pose. I think we're at 1 more. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the sky, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale all the way to the mat. Inhale to locust, squeezing that back body. Exhale back to the mat. Inhale, press up to plank on the knees. Inhale here. Exhale for those chaturanga push-ups, 5. Working with your breath, exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Exhale here. Inhale, rock forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. 3 more rounds. Reminding yourself, if it feels better for your body to be static, you can do that. Listening to your body, challenging your body is such a good thing, but listening to it when it tells you need rest is just as important. Pausing in down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands forward and up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Slow exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale to locust, active back body. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, press up to plank on the knees. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale, press up. Exhale to lower. You can do these from plank on your toes if that's available to you. That is not always available to me. 2 more. Keeping those elbows tucked in. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reaching tall. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hands come forward and up. Exhale, sink down to chair pose. Pausing here in chair. Arms stay overhead, engaging those shoulders. Hips shift down and back. Weight is in your heels. We'll do a 10 count of toe taps here, so keeping your hips as low as you can. Tapping the right toe, back to center. Left toe, back to center. Keeping those arms overhead. Giving yourself permission to move slow and with control, but feeling that engagement in the low body. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, I feel like a ballerina, 2, 1. Pausing in chair. Release, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, lower to chaturanga or the mat. Inhale to up dog or locust. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, whoop, kick over your water bottle. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it forward between your hands, back foot in and out at a 45-degree angle. Warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, locust, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, warrior one, other side. Back foot in and out at a 45-degree angle, arms overhead. Inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, locust, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, press your sit bones back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips down, arms overhead. Pausing here first. Setting up for toe taps. We'll be here for a count of 10 once more. Keeping those hips low. Weight is in those heels. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing in chair. Standing for Tadasana. Give yourself 3 rounds of breath here. Breathing into the pose. Next inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold all the way through. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, chaturanga or the mat. Inhale, locust, cobra or up dog. Exhale, back to down dog. You may need a little wider down dog or to bring your feet in just a little bit. We're gonna come to a figure 4 down dog. So shifting your weight towards your left foot, lifting the right foot off the mat, bend your knee, placing that ankle once again above the knee joint so you're not pressing on the knee. Guiding that right knee towards your back body, so avoiding it pulling in towards your chest. Breathing here. Noticing if you can smooth out your breath just a little bit. You probably hear me trying to do that. One more round of breath. Plant your feet back to the mat. Exhale here. Inhale, shift forward to plank. Be here for a count of 10 mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Adjusting your down dog and then lifting left foot, bending that knee. Figure 4 down dog on the other side. Can you smooth out that breath? I'm asking myself as much as you. One more round of breath here. Bringing left foot back to meet right. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward. Count of 10 mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, warrior two. Back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Bending into that front knee, arms at shoulder height. Exhale here. Inhale, right palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, right arm overhead. Inhale, extended side angle, left arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Keep that front knee bent. Reach forward. Reverse warrior. Extended side angle. Warrior two. One more round. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Turn your toes so they're facing the long edge of the mat. Bring your heels in. Sink down for goddess. Keep the heart lifted. We'll be here for a count of 10 toe pulses. So keeping your hips low, come to your toes, back to heels. Press into the balls of your feet, heels back to the mat. Be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten your legs, toes go parallel, wide-legged forward fold. You can have opposite hand to opposite elbow here. Using this opportunity to maybe lengthen those exhales just a little bit. Inhale, wide-legged half lift. Exhale, turn your toes, walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Right foot back to meet left. Inhale here in plank. Starting 10 count of mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Exhale your hips up and back. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands, warrior two, other side. Back foot parallel with the short edge of the mat. Really bending into that front knee. Arms at shoulder height. Inhale, flip the palm, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, left arm overhead. Inhale, extended side angle, right arm overhead. Exhale, back to warrior two. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh. Back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten that leg, turn your toes, heels in, sink down for goddess. Breathing here first. Find your base. Pulling your knees towards the blade edge of your foot, so away from that arch side. 10 count of toe pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing in goddess. Straighten the legs, turn your toes, wide-legged fold. Allowing yourself to release here, maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow. Can you extend those exhales just a tiny bit? That helps to slow our breathing. Inhale, wide-legged half lift. Exhale, walk your hands, turn your toes back to the top of the mat. Step back to plank, inhale here. Count to 10 mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Hips up and back. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Warrior 2. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, right palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, back hand to back thigh. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. One more. Inhale, palm flips up. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Turn your toes. Hands can come to hips. Heels in. Sink down into goddess. Exhale, extend. Sinking down. Can move here with your breath, or maybe you start to move a little quicker, really sinking those hips down. We'll be here for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing in goddess wherever you are. Pulling those shoulder blades together, keeping engagement in the front body. Come to our toes for just a little bit. Holding on our toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, straighten your legs, wide-legged forward fold. Allowing everything to release here, maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow. Next, inhale, wide-legged half lift. Exhale, walk your hands, turn your toes back to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Inhale in plank. 10 count of mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Hips up and back. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Warrior 2, other side. Arms are at shoulder height. Exhale here. Inhale, left palm flips up, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale, warrior 2. Keep that bend. Inhale, forward. Exhale, reverse. Extended side angle. Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Toes pivot forward. Hands can come to hips. Heels come in. Sink down into goddess. Breathing here first. Pulling those knees towards the outside edge of your feet. Can extend and then sink back down. Extending, sink back down. Work with your breath, or if it feels good, you're welcome to go faster. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sinking into goddess, shoulder blades squeeze together. Tendency to want to pull forward. Come to those toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, straighten your legs, wide-legged fold. Giving yourself this time to release. Release the neck. Maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow. Maybe a gentle sway. Next, inhale, wide-legged half lift. Exhale, walk your hands, turn your toes back to the top of the mat. Toes back to meet in plank. Inhale. Count to 10 mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to the mat. Inhale for locust, squeeze the back body. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, press up to plank. Hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, sit bones press back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, sink your hips down. Hands can come to heart center. Taking a moment here as I'm trying to slow my breathing. Keeping your heart lifted. Weight in the heels. Shift your weight towards your left foot. Come light in the right foot. Gently placing that right ankle over your left knee. Right knee presses towards the mat. Keeping that engagement for our figure 4 chair. Hips sink down. Breathe here. And then moving slowly and with control. Right leg extends behind you. Come to crescent lunge, arm overhead. Breathe here. And then pull elbows down, back knee in. We'll be here for a few of these little crescent half kicks for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause here. Hands to heart center. Shift your weight forward. Warrior 3, back foot lifts off the mat. Back heel presses towards the back wall. Standing leg is strong. Allow yourself to wobble and wiggle. That doesn't mean it's not strong. Breathe here. And then gently return to crescent, arms overhead. Lower the back knee almost to the mat. Press up. We'll be here for these lunge pulses. I bet you guessed it, for a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing next time you're in crescent. Arms reach overhead. Plant your hands, step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Exhale, hips up and back, no mountain climbers. Breathe here first. Next inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart, sink your hips down, chair pose. Breathe here first. Find your balance. Weight to the heels. Hips sink down and back. Weight shift towards your right foot. Lighten the left foot. Figure 4 chair, other side. Keeping your left foot flexed. Pressing that left knee towards the mat. Holding here for that chair pose. Then moving with control. Left foot extends behind for crescent. Arms reach overhead. Come into those crescent half kick things. We'll be here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing in crescent. Hands to heart center. Shift your weight forward. Warrior 3. Back foot lifts. Looking for a capital T shape in your body. Doesn't matter how much we actually look like it. We're just thinking it. Pressing that back foot towards the back wall. Strong standing leg. One more round of breath. Gently to crescent. Then lower the back knee, lift the back leg. Lower back knee, lift back thigh towards the sky, I should say. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands back to your heart. I guess hands can come down to the mat either way. Step back to plank. Breathe in plank. Then hips up and back. Sink your heels down. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Returning through that sequence one more time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart, sink down to chair. We'll move a little more quickly. Weight shifts towards the left foot. Right foot pauses here for figure 4 chair. Right knee pressing towards the mat. Right foot flexed. Still keeping control. Right foot extends behind, arms overhead. Count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing in crescent. Hands to heart, shift your weight. Press into that standing foot. Warrior 3. Breathe here. One more round of breath. And then crescent. Lower the back knee. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to the mat, step back to plank. We've got it this time. 10 mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart, sink your hips. Pause here in chair. Weight to the right foot. Left leg bending for figure 4 chair. Left knee presses towards the mat. Left foot is flexed. Heart stays lifted. Extend left leg behind you for crescent. Arms overhead. Coming into those kicks. Sorry, that was the sound of me breaking a board like I'm in karate. Be here for probably 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent. Hands to heart center. Shift your weight. Use that standing leg. Press into your back foot. Glutes are engaged. Breathe here. And then return to crescent. Lower that back knee. Straighten the back leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent. Hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Inhale and plank. Count of 10 mountain climbers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, hips up and back first. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift, squeeze your shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Stasana, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale your hands forward and up. Widen your stance so heels are still on the mat, toes at a gentle angle off the mat. Hands to heart, sink down to Malasana as far as feels good. Shift your weight towards your seat and then come into a boat pose. Shins parallel with the mat. Arms reaching in front of you, lift your chest. Be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant your heels. Step up to Malasana. Straighten your legs to Tadasana. Inhale, hands forward and up, legs stay wide. Exhale, sink all the way down, Malasana. Find your seat for boat pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down for Malasana. Stand for Tadasana. Arms reach overhead. One more. Exhale, sink down. Find your seat. Boat pose, heart stays lifted. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down for Malasana. Stand for Tadasana. Inhale, hands forward and up. Hands to heart center, Tadasana here. 3 rounds of breath. Grab a drink of water. Breathing into this pose. Rooting down through both feet. Feeling your stability. Then shift your weight towards your left foot. Right toes stay on the mat. Left heel presses above the ankle. We'll pause here first to work on that engagement. We want our right knee pressing towards the back of the room, not pulling in towards our chest. So option to stay here for tree pose. Or if it feels good, bringing your foot to your calf or your foot all the way up to inner thigh. Reminding ourselves that trees look different all the time, day to day. Yours may not look the same today as it did last practice or next practice, and that's okay. Hands can stay at heart. Maybe your tree grows. Whatever feels best in your body. Falling in and out of the pose as you need to. Making sure your foot is not pressing on any joint. Not on your knee joint, not on your ankle joint. As long as you're breathing here, you're doing great. One more round of breath. Gently pull that knee back towards center and then plant your foot to the mat. Find a few twists here. Noticing our breath returning closer to that natural pattern and then preparing for the other side. Hands at heart center. Rooting into that right foot. Rooting was a great tree pun that I missed out on. Left toes on the mat. Left heel above your ankle. Left knee pressing towards that back wall, not pulling in. Stay here, or foot on the calf, or bringing your foot towards your inner thigh. Whatever feels best for you on this side. Arms can reach overhead. Maybe hands stay at heart center. Whatever feels best for you. Some like to take a bind behind back, maybe opposite hand to opposite elbow, or finding prayer hands behind your back. Whatever feels best for your tree. Breathing here. Remembering that the wiggles and wobbles are part of the pose. One more breath. And then pulling that knee back towards center, releasing to the mat. Take a few twists here. Breathing out that pose. Beautiful job. Wherever your block is, you're gonna wanna move it behind your heels. About where when we squat down, where your sit bone's gonna be. Feet coming towards that malasana position again. So heels on the mat, toes at a 45-degree angle off the mat. Arms reach overhead, hands to heart, sink down. Using your block at whatever setting feels best for you. Maybe medium, maybe the highest, maybe lowest. Using this block so that we can increase that engagement, elbows pressing into knees, heart lift, knees gently resisting elbows. Then take about 5 rounds of breath here. We're gonna work out our wrists, or give them a little release. So you can press backs of the hands together. That can be a nice way to release, or do a few little wrist twists. Looks like you're dancing here. We use our wrists so much in yoga, particularly holding ourselves in down dog. Today's practice, doing all of those mountain climbers. So giving them a little bit of release here. Keeping that heart lifted, keeping that engagement in the legs. Then when you're ready, releasing the block, finding yourself in a seated position. Soles of the feet press together, creating a nice diamond shape with your body. So a little more space than our butterfly. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hinge from the hips, and then round the spine when it's ready. Hands can be at toes here. In some bodies, it feels really good to bring your forearms under your shins, deepening that stretch a little bit. If that's not your body, that's okay. Breathing into this pose. Lengthening those exhales, maybe by a count, maybe 2. Probably hear me drinking water as a reminder for you to drink water. Giving yourself about 3 more rounds of breath in this pose. I don't tell you that to rush your breathing, but just to bring awareness back to it. The end of that next exhale, walking your hands back in towards your body to lift your heart, and then extend right leg long. Left sole of the foot presses into that left thigh for Janushasana. So very similar to that tree pose that we had standing, now we're seated. Teton might need to finish practice with us. Inhale, lift your heart. Come here, bud. Exhale, folding forward. Heart is leading towards that extended leg. Hands can be at calf, take a seat, or ankle, or toes. Whatever feels best for you. I always love floor work in yoga. It always feels extra satisfying after a power flow. Just a reminder, you don't need to earn rest. Rest is something that you have a right to. But it's really nice to give this to your body after we've been working in that power flow. You can stay here or play with bringing both hands to the right side of that right leg. That can create a nice side stretch in your back body. If that feels good, leaning into that. Does that feel good, bud? If not, hands can come right back to ankle or calf for a straight on Janushasana. Just listening to your body. Wherever you are, next inhale, walk your hands back in towards your body and then switch out your legs. Left leg extends long. Right sole of the foot into that left thigh. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale, hinging forward and then rounding your spine gently. Hands at calf, maybe at ankle, maybe at toes. Allowing your body to slow down, your breathing to slow down, gifting yourself some rest. Again, maybe trying on this side, both hands on the left side of that left leg. That can help stretch out the side of my low back. If that doesn't feel good in your body though, return back to that straight on Janu Shashasana. Listening to your body. Don't be afraid to try something out, and if you don't like it, just returning back to the other pose. Beautiful part with yoga is there's no pose that's better than another. Use your next round of breath to return back towards a seated tall position, walking your hands in. Then soles of the feet can come to the mat. You'll want your block with you somewhere towards the middle of your mat. Rolling to your back body. And then lifting your hips just high enough to slide that block under you for a supported bridge. You can have your block on its medium setting or its lowest setting, whatever feels better for you. And again, trying out in your body what feels best. Maybe play with walking the legs long. That can create a really nice stretch along the front of the hips. But if it adds any stress to your low back, just pull your heels back in, soles of the feet to the mat. Finding what serves you. Reminding ourselves it might be different each day. Hands can rest on the mat or maybe on your belly. Breathing here. Gifting yourself 3 more rounds of breath in this pose. Again, not to rush you, but to bring awareness to those inhales and exhales. End of the next exhale, lifting the hips just high enough to remove that block. And then hips can return to the mat. Shift your hips about 3 inches towards the right. Arms can come out to a T or cactus arms. Knees drop towards the left side of your mat. Gaze can be at the sky, or maybe it drifts over that right shoulder. Whatever feels better in your neck. Allowing the eyes to soften or close. Maybe bringing that left hand towards your knee or your belly. Use your next inhale to guide your knees back towards the ceiling. And then shift hips towards the left, knees drop to the right. Gaze can be at the ceiling or over that left shoulder. Right hand can be on knees or maybe your belly. Just finding the twist that feels best for you. Next, inhale, knees point towards sky, soles of the feet to the mat. Bringing your knees in towards your chest, maybe pulling your forehead towards your knees. And then extending into Shavasana. Feet pressed towards the corners of the mat. Hands can be at a low V. Encouraging your body to release here. Encouraging your body to feel heavy. Reminding ourselves that this pose is just as much a part of the practice as anything else we did today. It serves your body just as much as any other pose we did. Allowing yourself to release, knowing that I'll let us know when it's time to come out of the pose. Body can remain still. If it feels good and it's available to you today, option to stay here in this rest. If it's time to close out your practice, maybe starting by bringing a gentle smile to your face. Be gently wiggling the fingers and the toes, waking up the body in whatever way feels best. And then rolling yourself to a comfortable fetal position on whichever side feels better for you. Giving yourself a few breaths here. And then gently pushing your way to a comfortable seat. Pausing here. Feeling gratitude for yourself, for showing up on your mat, for your body, for the movements you were able to do today. We'll close with a collective round of breath. Exhale to prepare. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Thank you for being part of this rad community. You took care of yourself. Go put some good into the world. Thank you. Have an awesome day.